Today, we will be doing training on Navy core values. I'm Ian Ward Weidman, and I'll be conducting this training. Alright, Navy core values. What are they?
Honor,
Honor, courage, commitment. So, we're going to start with honor. DeBose, what does honor mean to you?
Just doing the right thing.
Okay, doing the right thing. What about you, Atasha?
Same.
Same? Malloy?
Same.
Anybody have any other answer than same?
Proud.
Proud? Okay, that's a good one.
Yeah, that's pretty much what I was gonna say. It's an honor to uphold core values.
Okay, in order to uphold the core value of honor. Okay. Right, so when it comes to, okay, what about courage?
Brave.
Brave, okay? I like it.
What about
Anybody
you?
else? Okay, being brave. Okay, commitment. Mueller? Mueller?
I think all those things mean the same thing for okay, it's an honor. You have to have the courage and commitment to uphold Navy core values. So
Okay.
kind of like all reflect the same.
So we'll basically go over what each of them mean as it pertains to the Navy, right? So when you join boot camp, right, it all started, right? Their main focus, their main training in boot camp was to instill all three of these in you. And y'all know back when y'all joined, y'all were coming out of your mommy's house most likely, had no direction, right? You didn't know what you wanted to do. You gave attitude, right? These three are three of the bedrock principles that they wanted to teach you to turn you in to a respectable, professional in the military community. And these actually roll over into the civilian community as well. Okay, so we're gonna go over exactly what these three words or principles actually mean. All right, so honor, right? Honesty, right? Being able to tell the truth. You being honest with yourself and with everybody around you. All right. Integrity. What's integrity mean to y'all? Like doing what's right in the face of adversity, right? So doing the right thing even when no one's watching. You know what I mean? Taking care of your business, taking care of your job, doing your job, knowing how to do your job, like without even having to be told to do it. Right? Integrity. That's what honor means to me. Right? I know I have a job to do and I'm going to do the right job. If I don't do the right job, people get in trouble, people get hurt, people get killed. So I need to make sure that I'm doing this job the right way the first time. Because I'm not doing that, not only am I failing myself, I'm failing my subordinates. I'm failing my peers, right? Trust. If ain't nobody have trust in you, how can they trust you to do a job, right? I am one of the biggest ones, responsibility, right? So everybody besides you have been through Petty Officer NDOC, correct? You already went through this training, right? The second classes went through it twice, right? Right, so that Petty Officer NDOT as you make it through your career, they hone in more and more and more as it pertains to these three principles right here. Right? Because the more you rank up, the more you need to instill this. Because not only are you caring and working for yourself and your career, now you have people that are working under you, people that you're in charge of, right? So if they get hurt, if they fuck up, if they mess up, now it's part of your problem because you didn't guide them, you didn't teach them, right? You didn't teach them, you didn't instill these, Navy Corps values into them. You didn't instill the honor into them, right? Because as you're a fireman, seaman apprentice, whatever, right? Y'all are still babies, your kids, your children. We would like to see you as an adult, but in the military, it's different than the civilian world. Okay, you got a whole new set of regulations that you have to abide by. Okay, so as you move up the ranks, you need to understand that the more you move up, the more the Navy expects you to enforce those regulations, right? That's why they pay you more, right? Because more responsibility, more accountability. So they expect you to do your job, right? So that's honor, right? A keen sense of ethical conduct. Ethical. What does that mean to y'all? Ethics. Anybody know what that means? They did a terrible job during your NDOC. Alright, so pretty much ethical to me, what ethics mean is basically it's how like society is, right? So we have laws for a reason, right? For someone to go around and kill somebody, right, that goes against the code of ethics. You're not supposed to do that stuff, right? There are regulations, right? So in anything, ethics means normalcy. How you're supposed to act, how you're supposed to conduct yourself in society, how you're supposed to conduct yourself in the military. Right? Obviously, it's going to be different than out there in the civilian world, right? So we're living by a code of ethics here in the military. Right? That's kind of what ethics means. It's kind of like doing the right thing because you have to. Because you have to by regulation, right? Integrity, like we already went over that, a firm adherence to a code of exposed values, honesty, a fairness and straightforwardness of conduct, and responsibility, a sense of moral, legal, mental, and professional obligation, right? So you basically are taking everything that you're learning as you move up the ranks and using it in your everyday life at work and outside of work, right? Because you're a sailor. You're not a sailor just at work. You're a sailor 24/7, 7 days a week. Right? You're basically still on duty when you're not on duty. All right, second, courage. Loyalty. What's that mean to y'all? Loyalty. Right? You signed a contract. Right? You basically said you're giving your life for your country. Right? So being loyal to what you signed up for. Now I know the motherfucking recruiters lie and shit. And you sign up and they oh, you gonna see all this, you gonna see all that, but they don't tell you gonna be fucking sweeping and mopping every damn day of your damn life for hours upon hours. They don't tell you you're gonna be jumping down in bilges full of fuel and oil and dirt, and they don't tell you none of that shit. They ain't gonna tell you the bad stuff, but you sign the dotted line. So since you signed that line, you basically said that no matter what they throw at you, as long as it's according to regulation, you have to uphold it, right? So that's being loyal to what you signed up for. You're in the military now. You have to hold yourself to a higher standard, right? Loyalty. That rolls right into patriotism, right? You're part of the military. You can't go off and say like what that crazy ass woman who was just like F Trump, F this, F that while she was in uniform. Y'all see that?
Yep.
Yeah, you don't defame your president, your commander in chief. She's gonna, that's not gonna end good for her at all. Right? So I get it, everyone has their rights and this and that, but when you sign up in the military, you
Keep
can't
this
do that
shit to
stuff.
yourself.
Keep it to your damn self.
Well, if
Just
you do
don't-
say it, don't fucking have it recorded, or you have
say
a
it
group
in
of people
uniform.
you know someone's gonna have their phone
On
out.
camera.
That's why they say whenever you have all these BLM and Antifa and all this other crap that's going on out in the world like that, that's fine. You want to kneel during the anthem? Hey, it's a fucking America. Do whatever you want. But one, don't do it in uniform, and two, don't get caught on camera because they can still have your ass up. All right, so patriotism. You signed the dotted line for a reason. You didn't. I mean, if you signed for the wrong reason, that's not their fault. It's not the Navy's fault that you signed up just to get a paycheck and get out and go to school. I mean, hey, we all do it for different reasons, right? But the ones that do it for the right reason are going to uphold the patriotism. They're doing it, because they believe in a free country. They believe in, what this country stands for. All right, so that's why they try to instill this in you at a very young age, because as you move through your career, like I'm saying, right, the Navy isn't for everybody. You do your 4 years and you can't stand the shit, get out. You know what I mean? But the people that stay in are the people that are starting to understand and see what all this stuff means, honor, courage, commitment, right? And that paycheck just keeps going up and up and up and up and up. Sometimes it's just worth. It's worth all the
Yeah.
bullshit. It is. To me, it is. I was only gonna do 4 years and get out, and then life happened. Got married, had a baby, and everything that's been going out in the world the last 10 years, wars, conflicts. It did something to me. And then that paycheck, money's not bad. So, but I did join for a reason, right? Yeah, I wanted money for college. I did want to serve my country, because I think it was the greatest country in the world. And like I was saying, I learned this along the way. I was a hothead when I joined. I talked back. I got written up all the fucking time. But after a while, I understood why I talked back. I understood all that stuff. But now that I'm in those people's shoes right now, now I understand why I did that. Because I didn't know. I didn't know what these meant. Now I do. And again, the more you make, and the more, like I said, the Navy is for some people, the military is for some, and it's not. All right, but if you do intend on retiring or furthering your career in the military, these are some things you have to start thinking about. This is what makes you become a leader. This is what the Navy wants to see. This is what the military wants to see. For you to take a group of people, lead them, and become leaders after you. Y'all are supposed to take my job. I'm supposed to take chief job. Chief's supposed to take senior chief job, and so on and so forth. Right? So that's pretty much how it works. Valor, right? Anybody tell me what that means? Yeah, you know what? Back then I couldn't either. You know what I mean? So valor, right? So the way I see it is, alright, so you're gonna have your group of people in the military. Like, the way I see it is like this. Alright, we do this thing twice a year called uniform shift, right? Go from whites to blues. We gotta wear it. We gotta get up in our uniform, doing all these changing commands and this and that, right? When you see people walk around and their racks are like this fucking big, they got 5 NAMs, they got accommodations, they got fucking medals and ribbons going from here to, and they just a first class. They a second class, right? And then you got a second class that just got 3 or 4 ribbons, right? So that person that has all those other ribbons, 9 times out of 10, 8 times out of 10, you know, they're doing, you know, they're doing something with their career, right? They're not just giving the Navy the bare minimum, right? That's showing the Navy that this guy is a real deal. This guy is doing what he's supposed to. He's showing his integrity. He's showing initiative, right? These are the kind of sailors, these are the kind of, you know, people that we want in our military, that uphold the Navy core values, that instill it in the people around them, right? That set the example for people to follow, right? So that's kind of what valor means to me. It's a leader, right? That's basically what it is. It's
Chief Olson is
Doing-
calling.
the what?
Chief Olson is calling.
Right? So courage. That's pretty much defined in 3 words: loyalty, patriotism, valor. Right? Mental, moral, and physical strength to resist opposition, danger, and hardship. Right? Having the strength, having the courage, having the strength to resist against opposition. Knowing to do what's right when you're faced with hardships and danger. Moral strength to act with integrity, honor, even in the face of opposition. Loyalty, faithfulness to a cause, ideal, custom, or government. Why is it important? What is patriotism? What is valor? Why is loyalty important? Because you have to be loyal to the cause. Right? You have to be loyal to the cause because you signed up. You wrote your name on that line. So you basically said that you're willing to give whatever the Navy needs of you. Alright, so Mark Twain said, courage is resistance of fear, mastering of fear, not absence of fear. Right? So knowing that fear is there, it's overcoming that fear. That's what courage is overcoming that fear. Right? Prisoners of war. Right? That's a good representation of courage. Would y'all think so? Right? Not giving the information to our enemies and willing to give your life to not harm the U.S. with information that shouldn't be in their hands. So, I mean, think about it. Commitment, competence, teamwork, concern and respect for people, and follow through. Act teamwork. Being committed to a team, because that's what the military is. You got all these different ranks, and different types of work that we do, but yet we all work together as one to go do what we're told to do and come back home safe, or as safe as possible. Teamwork. I promise you, yeah, they say if you want something done, do it yourself, but it's a lot easier if you're able to delegate it out to get shit done faster. Right? Teamwork. Getting shit done as a team, as a group, right? And that's how you form a bond with the people that work for you. That's how you form a bond with the people that work above you. That's how you instill that trust, right? Because if you have a team that trusts each other, a team that are like close, really bonded together, it's gonna work way better than a team that the people that just don't like each other and they're in a team just because someone said it, right? More work will get done by that team that's actually working together as a team. That makes sense? And that's what they want to see. That's their main focus. Get everybody on the same page. Get everybody to work together. Alright, concern and respect for people. I know that sometimes this gets lost up and down the chain of command, but in all honesty, you have to have respect for people up and down the chain of command. And like I said, I know it gets lost. It does. It does get lost. But don't confuse that with it getting lost when it comes to regulations. Okay? Like I said, some people, you're going to have your different types of leaders, right? You got the aggressive ones that just need to get their shit done. You got the ones that care. You got the ones that coach. You got the ones that lead. You have the one that basically takes all your work and pawns it off on their own. Right? You have the leaders that follow. Right? There's all different types of leadership. But know that respect is the main concern for everyone in the military, up and down that chain of command. Right? If you don't show anybody respect, why should they show respect to you? So it goes both ways. Right? If you do it both ways, then it shouldn't, it shouldn't affect the way you do your job and the way you do business. Okay? And then follow through, right? You're committed to follow through at least while you're enlisted, right? As long as you're in the military, they expect you to follow through to your job. They expect you to do your job, do it right the first time, right? Because all these instructions and regulations, and it's all written in blood, basically, right? People have died because they didn't follow regulations. People have gotten hurt because they didn't follow regulations. Right? Even such things as simple as shaving. Right? I'm not pointing anybody out, but people have died because they didn't have that seal on their mask when the fire broke out and they inhaled smoke fumes and they died due to asphyxiation. That's why. Now granted, we're at short command. I get it. We're at shore. There ain't gonna be no fucking fires here. We're not gonna be dressing up in SCBAs. The fire department's gonna take care of that shit, right? But they try to instill that to you to make it constant, so you're not getting bitched at, right? Some chiefs are more gung ho on that stuff, and some are like whatever. But just an example, okay? But yeah, commitment. Like I said, we're all adults here. You sign a contract, and the people that actually sign this contract, right? They actually wake up. They're gonna start reading what the fuck they signed. Because who actually read every single fucking word in the contract? Every single word from top to fucking bottom. Didn't just fucking listen to what the recruiter said. All right, this is just a thing saying that this and that, this and that. Like, I read my contract after the fact, and I was just like, God damn.
Right.
Right. So now you've learned a hard lesson. So when you do get out, you might want to fucking read what you actually signed.
Read every contract.
Every damn thing that you see. You read.
Nah. Agree to terms and conditions.
Right?
Move
The
along.
state of being obligated or emotionally compelled. Right? Because you're going to be obligated to do your job. And yeah, what is competence? Competence is having the capacity to function or develop in a particular way. It includes technical as well as leadership capabilities, like I said. Right, to have that technical knowledge and to become a leader. As you move up, that's what is expected of you. Alright? The relationship between individual values, societal values, and the Navy Marine Corps values and ethics. Alright, aligning systems of values. Right? Like I said, through all those training, all those NDOCs, all those petty officer NDOCs. Right? They expect you to know these values, and they expect you to instill them in your sailors, your subordinates. Ensure your values are in alignment. Right? Make sure you're doing it the right way, in accordance with regulation. Right? Demonstrate your personal integrity. Right? Knowing the difference between right and wrong. Require ethical behavior. Teach it as necessary. Right? Like I said about ethics. Right? It's doing the right thing. Doing what's normal in this environment, in this military environment. Right? Teaching. Yeah. As you move up through the ranks, you're required to do it more. More people are going to rely on you. Right? More people are looking towards you to get whatever information, whatever they need to get from you so they can continue on their path up. Hold people accountable for unethical behavior. Regulations, right? If you don't follow the regulations, you will get hemmed up. You will be held accountable for it. Right? So if you do what's right, in the face of adversity, you should be able to get through your enlistment. You're able to get through anything in life if you do what's right. Reduced ethics equals reduced in readiness. If everyone's doing everything the wrong way, how are you supposed to be ready when that fire happens or when that casualty happens? If you don't know the right way of doing something, right? A good example, like the USS Forest or the Cole, right? These people weren't trained the correct way to put out the fire, and then what happened? Now we lost a ship. If they were trained the right way, they would have been able to actually save the ship, right? Save the Navy money, save the military money. Integrity by Admiral Arleigh Burke. It varies amongst individuals. Who's responsible? We are. Everybody's responsible.
Which one are you honoring? Honor Courage Movement?
Yes.
What's one thing that courage means to you? If we can get 3 of them, we'll be done with courage.
Just went over all of them.
What's one thing courage means to you?
Oh,
Courage to uphold the Navy Corps values.
I didn't ask you. I'll ask you.
brave.
Do the right thing.
Courage means brave? Well,
Do the right thing
use
when
more
it's not
words than
easy.
one. Try to explain to me what courage means to you.
To do the right thing when it's not easy.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll ask you next. Everybody participates. I'm going to ask everybody in the room something.
I mean, being brave, I feel like when you sign your contract, it's essentially being brave.
Okay, you're still using one word. How about an example of bravery? Like, how does that correlate?
You're going into the military, you know,
Well, how about we're talking about courage, right?
Walk into
so
a
courage,
burning-
bravery,
Walk into a burning main space. To put
burning
the
main
fire
space,
out.
courage to do the right thing,
when no
which
one's
in that
looking.
in that instance it would be to save a buddy, right? What if you were in that space? Wouldn't you want me to have the courage to go in there and save you? Same concept. That's an amazing example. Great, thank you. How about Johnson? How about honor? I really want to hear you at camp, though. What you have to say is very important to me.
Okay. Oh, stop.
To join was an honor.
Oh,
Say it again.
To join was an honor.
To join was an honor. I will not deny that statement. Give me an example in your career that would reflect honor. Like after you've actually been here, like how do you honor something? How does honor come to your day-to-day life today? How are you gonna
To put this uniform on.
to put the uniform on? That's
Yeah.
just getting dressed. I mean, you put some.
Yeah, but not, you know what I'm saying, not everybody, I know personally have medical problems, so they couldn't join. So
True
me,
statement.
I feel like it's an honor because I'm healthy.
I love that statement, but let's get past that joining part. Let's talk about something like day-to-day honor.
I don't know.
You don't know? Okay, I'll come back to you for something else. What's the other one? Commitment? So, how do you display commitment in your day-to-day military life?
So if you say you're gonna do something, just follow through with it, actually do it, instead of,
That was fucking amazing. Thank you. So, if I told you to do something, what are you going to do?
if you told me to do something that's different than me, like, committing to do something.
Okay,
like,
something easy. Sweep the space.
So if I was committed to sweeping this space, like, I'm gonna sweep this, I'm actually gonna do it, I'm not gonna put it off. Like,
Okay, what if you don't understand what I mean by sweep the space?
Then I am committed to what I thought.
Well, then you immediately ask a question. Like, what do you mean? I don't understand. Sweep the space. Right? Just, yeah, because I could mean actually
Yes.
clear the space out.
That's
of all
where
the
my
movies.
brain
There's a
went.
chance of that. Flashback. Obviously, the situation probably would tell you the difference. but-
Immediately where my brain went.
Thanks. Not right. That was good. What can you add to the honor, courage, and commitment? Like, how do you daily do any one of those three?
Just teamwork, responsibility, and taking accountability for myself and everybody else in here. Like, you tell us to do something, then, I mean, if you delegate me to do something, then I have to make sure it gets done and have responsibility.
Okay. Sure, I like that. What were you trying to say earlier, Young?
Oh, going into a burning main space, put the fire up. That's all I said. That was for courage.
Courage.
Would you do that?
I've done it, yeah.
Oh, awesome. Hell yeah. What ship were you on?
Monterey.
Monterey? They had a fire?
Well, it was makeshift fire, but yeah, it was real fire.
Well, fire to fire. That sucks.
You know, gallons and gallons of fuel, soaked head to toe. All it takes is a fire, stuff like that. I'm on fire.
Huge fire forward.
Most people don't walk into a burning boiler though.
I know.
So how do you display one of those three? Pick one.
Which one? Oh boy, honor, courage, and commitment.
I'm giving you the option to pick any one of them you want to.
I don't know.